morning, students. Today I am going to take a very important chapter of grammar. Exactly, we can say that this is the chapter that is the root of English language. I am going to take the chapter number 13, present tense. Children, as tree gets strength from its roots, like that language gets strength from tenses. So today I am taking the chapter present tense. I will start this chapter with present tense, but before starting it you will have to understand all the types of tenses. So tenses can be divided, and tenses are divided into three parts, that is present, past and future. Mainly तीन तरह के टेंस होते हैं, जो कि है प्रेजेंट टेंस, पास्ट टेंस और फ्यूचर टेंस. प्रेजेंट टेंस इट मीन्स वर्तमान काल, पास्ट टेंस दैट मीन्स भूतकाल, एंड फ्यूचर टेंस इट मीन्स भविष्य काल. वर्तमान प्रेजेंट टेंस जो हमें अभी के बारे में बताता है, पास्ट जो हमें बीते हुए कल के बारे में बताता है, फ्यूचर जो हमें अपने भविष्य के बारे में बताता है. Mainly we have three tenses, that is present, past and future, but each tense is divided into four parts, that is simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. It means we have total 12 tenses. Okay, the first one that we are going to study, that is simple present tense. When we use this simple present tense is used to show habitual actions. What is habitual action? Habitual action it means वह काम जो हम रोज़ करते हैं, वह काम जो हम अपनी हैबिट में रोज़ करते हैं, जो हमारी हैबिट हो चुकी है, वो सब हमारी हैबिचुअल एक्शंस में आती है. लाइक ही रीड्स न्यूज़पेपर. इट मीन्स न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना उसकी आदत है. सो ही रीड्स न्यूज़पेपर. दिस इज सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस, और दिस सेंटेंस इज इन सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस. सेकेंड, टू शो यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ. सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस का यूज़ किया जाता है यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ बताने में. लाइक सन राइजेस इन द ईस्ट. Okay, next, to express likes and dislikes. Simple present tense is also used to show our likes and dislikes, that I like funny movies. So these all sentences are in simple present tense. Simple present tense is used to show habitual action. It is used to express universal truth, or it is used to express our likes and dislikes. Now, how do we understand the sentences in simple present tense? To understand it, we have to study some rules. So let's begin the rule. Now, before starting the rule of simple present tense, we have to know that how to get the sentences in simple present tense. हम कैसे पहचानेंगे, या सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस की पहचान क्या होती है? सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस की पहचान होती है कि सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में क्रिया शब्द के साथ ता है, ती है और ते है जैसे वर्णों का यूज़ किया जाता है. सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में क्रिया शब्द के साथ ता है, ती है और ते है जैसे वर्णों का यूज़ किया जाता है. दैट द वर्ड इज शोइंग द हैबिचुअल एक्शन. मैं रोज़ खेलता हूँ, मैं नाचता हूँ, मैं पढ़ता हूँ. ऐसी एक्शंस जो हम रोज़ करते हैं, दैट इज़ नोन एज हैबिचुअल एक्शन. तो ऐसे सेंटेंस में क्रिया शब्दों के साथ ता है, ती है और ते है का यूज़ किया जाता है. वह सेंटेंस सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस के सेंटेंस होते हैं. नाउ the rule to make the sentence of simple present tense. So the rule is, as you know that all the sentence forms or start with the subject. Okay, then in simple present tense we use verb first form, then object. This is the formation of sentence or the rule to make a sentence of simple present tense: subject, then first form of the verb, then object. But it is not completed here. The use of verb in simple present tense is depend on the subject. Okay? The use of verb in simple present tense depends on subject. As you know that subject, it means noun, and noun has number, singular and plural. Subject, it means noun, and noun has number, that is singular and plural. So the use of verb depends on subject. It means if the subject is singular, we use verb with s or es. But if subject is plural, we use verb first form only. Understood? After that we will use object. This is the formation of sentence of simple present tense. आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ द सेंटेंसेस, क्रिया शब्द के साथ ता है, ती है और ते है जैसे वर्णों का यूज होता है. फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द सेंटेंस, दिस इज द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अफर्मेटिव सेंटेंस. अफर्मेटिव इट मीन्स सिंपल सेंटेंस. ओके, सामान्य वाक्य जो हम बनाते हैं, स्टेटमेंट और डिक्लेरेटिव सेंटेंस, ऐसे सेंटेंस के फॉर्मेशन के लिए हम क्या करते हैं? फर्स्ट वी यूज सब्जेक्ट, देन वर्ब फर्स्ट फॉर्म, देन ऑब्जेक्ट. But the use of verb depends on the subject. Subject, it means noun. Noun, it means singular and plural. So, if the subject is singular, we will use s or es with the verb, then object. But if subject is plural, we will use only the first form of the verb with object. Okay, now let's see some examples. Look at these two examples. That the first one, he plays chess. Here, he, it is pronoun, that is used for singular subject. He, it is singular pronoun. So, with singular subject, we use s or es with the verb. Here, it is plays. He plays chess. Okay. Now, second one, they play cricket. Here, verb is play. This is the first form of the verb, but here the subject is plural, they. So we are not using here any of the s or es. We will use only the first form of the verb. Means सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट है तो हमने वर्ब में एस का यूज़ किया, बट प्लूरल सब्जेक्ट है तो हमने सिर्फ वर्ब की फर्स्ट फॉर्म यूज़ की. दिस इज़ द रूल टू मेक द simple sentence, declarative sentence of simple present tense, subject plus first form of the verb then object, but the use of verb depends on subject. If subject is singular, we will use s or es with the verb. If subject is plural, we will use only the first form of the verb. In that case, one thing we have to keep in our mind that I and you are the exceptional subjects. I and you are the exceptional subject. With this, we use the helping verb of plural subject. Now, what is helping verb? We will understand it later. Okay, now let's see how to make this interrogative and negative sentence of simple present tense. To make the sentence interrogative and negative sentence of simple present tense, we will use helping verb. What are the helping verbs? That is do and does. Okay, these two are the helping verbs of simple present tense. The use of these two helping verb is do is used with plural subjects and does is used with singular subjects. Okay, only I and you, these two एक्सेप्शनल सब्जेक्ट्स आर देयर जिनके साथ हम सिंगुलर होने के बावजूद डू का यूज़ करते हैं. नाउ द रूल टू मेक द इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस. फर्स्ट वी विल राइट हेल्पिंग वर्ब दैट इज डू or does, then subject, then main verb, first form, then object. Okay, helping verb do or does, then subject, then main verb, first form, then object. For example, do you read newspaper? क्या तुम न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हो? You, that is exceptional subject. तो हमने इसके साथ यूज़ किया हेल्पिंग वर्ब do का. Do you that is subject. मेन वर्ब read जो कि हमने फर्स्ट फॉर्म ली है, एस और ई एस नहीं लगाया. देन न्यूज़पेपर दैट इज ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, सो द फॉर्मूला टू मेक इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस ऑफ सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस. फर्स्ट हेल्पिंग वर्ब डू डज, then subject, then main verb, first form, then object. Now how to make the negative sentence of simple present tense? Let's see. The negative sentence of simple present tense formula is subject, then helping verb that is do or does, then not, then main verb, then object. For example, I, helping verb do not, main verb read newspaper. Okay, so declarative sentence. How to make the declarative sentence of simple present tense? You understood how to make interrogative sentence with the use of helping verb. The two helping verbs of simple present tense is do and does. Formula to make the interrogative sentence: do does plus subject plus main verb first form then object. And the rule of making the negative sentence: subject plus helping verb that is do does, then not, then main verb, then object. So these are the rules to use simple present tense in a sentence. Now let's see present continuous tense. Today I am going to take present continuous tense. In our last chapter we have studied the simple present tense. So present continuous tense, what does it mean by continuous? That continuous means nirantar. Nirantar, it means when the action is going on when we are talking about that same action. So continuous present continuous tense का मतलब होता है वर्तमान निरंतर काल. वर्तमान निरंतर काल तब होता है जब कोई भी एक्शन लगातार चल रही हो, जब हम उसके बारे में बात करते हैं. So when we use this present continuous tense, now we will see it. Now let's see the uses of present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is used to talk about action which is continued at the time of speaking. What did you understand by this? Present continuous tense का यूज़ तब किया जाता है जब कोई एक्शन प्रेजेंट में चल रही हो और हम उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हों. एक्शन कंटिन्यू ओनली फॉर अ लिमिटेड टाइम. प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस टेंस का यूज़ तब भी किया जाता है जब कोई एक्शन एक लिमिटेड टाइम के लिए चल रही हो और हम उसके बारे में बता रहे हों. एंड लास्ट वन, टू टॉक अबाउट फ्यूचर प्लान. प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस टेंस इज ऑल्सो यूज टू टॉक अबाउट द फ्यूचर प्लान. फ्यूचर प्लान दैट इज confirmed plan, and when we are talking about any of the confirmed plan we use this present continuous tense. Like that, today I am going to see a movie. Going to see a movie, ing form of the verb it is using, so we use present continuous tense also for our future plans. How to use present continuous tense and what is the rule to make the sentence in present continuous tense? Now we will see this. First of all, you have to understand when we talk about any of the continuous tense, either it is present continuous, past continuous or future continuous, we always use ing form of the verb. What is ing form of the verb? When we use ing with the base form of the verb, it is called ing form. So in all the continuous tense, either it is present, past or future, we use ing form of the verb. But what is the change in these all tenses? If we use ing form of the verb in all the tenses, what is the difference between present, past and future? In all this, only one thing changed, that is helping verb. So now we will see the rule to make the sentence. As we always use for the affirmative sentence or declarative sentence, we always use subject. First we use subject, then helping verb, then main verb with ing, and then object. This is the formula to make this affirmative sentences of present continuous tense. Affirmative, it means declarative sentence. Now helping verb. So in this present continuous tense we use three helping verbs. These are is, am and are. Is, am and are. You know how to use these three helping verbs. Is used with singular subjects, am is used always with I, and are is used always with plural subjects. So this is the formation to make the sentence of declarative sentence of present continuous tense. Subject plus helping verb are is, am, are, then main verb with ing, and then object. For example, my father is going to Mumbai. Here with this singular subject we have used is, this is singular helping verb with ing form of the verb. So this is the formation, or this is the rule to make declarative sentence of present continuous tense. Now we will see how to make negative and interrogative sentences of present continuous tense. Okay, now we will see that how to make the negative sentence of present continuous tense. As we always use subject, first we will write subject, then helping verb as you know that is, am, are, then not, then main verb with ing, and then object. This is the rule to make the negative sentence of present continuous tense. Subject, then helping verb, then not, then main verb with ing, and then object. Helping verb are the same, that is, am, and are. For example, they are not playing chess. So this is the formation to make the negative sentence of present continuous tense. Subject, helping verb, not, main verb with ing, then object. Now we will see how to make the interrogative sentences. Okay, now see this. The formula to make the interrogative sentence of present continuous tense is, first in the interrogative sentence we use helping verb, then we use subject, then main verb with ing, then object. In interrogative sentence we write first helping verb, then subject, then main verb with ing, then object. Helping verb as you know that is, am, are. These are the helping verbs. So for example, let's see the example. Is he writing an essay? Here is the helping verb of singular subject. So we will write first is, then subject, then main verb with ing, then object. So this is the interrogative sentence of present continuous tense. Now we will see that how to make the ing form of the verb. There are some rules to make this ing form, so we will see how to make the ing form of the verbs. Let's see the way to make ing form of the verbs. To make the ing form of the verb, we will have to follow some rules. The first one, generally we use ing form or ing with the verb directly, but if any of the verb ends with e, if any of the verb is ending with e, what do? We omit this e, हम इस e को हटा देते हैं, and then we use ing. Like drive, drive, it will become driving, driving. यहाँ हमने e को हटा दिया. So if verb ends with e, we omit this e and use ing with the verb. Second, if verb ends with ie, like tie, tie means bandhana. So when we have to change this verb in ing form of the verb, we will omit this or change this ie in y and use ing. So it will become tying. Next, when any of the verb ends with consonant, but before this, if a vowel is there, what we will do? We will make this consonant double and then we will use ing. ऐसे verb जो किसी कॉन्सोनेंट पर ख़त्म हो रही है लेकिन उसके पहले कोई वाउल है, तो हम क्या करते हैं? हम इस कॉन्सोनेंट को डबल कर देते हैं और उसके बाद ing का यूज़ करते हैं. So these are the rules to make the ing form of the verb. We must have to keep all the rules in our mind when we change any of the verb in ing form of the verb.